Among the 12 men Jesus chose to change the world, there is one that almost no one knows. You won't find his name in famous songs. You won't see his face in the most celebrated paintings in history. There are no great cathedrals built in his honor in every city in the world. While Peter is remembered as the rock of the church, while John is known as the apostle of love, while Paul traverses every page of the New Testament with his letters and travels, this man remains in the shadows. He is on the list, always on the list, called by Jesus, sent by Jesus, faithful until the end, but the world hardly knows his name, and yet his story has something to tell you today. He didn't write a gospel. He left no sealed letters with his name that we read in churches today. He has no epistles, no books. While Matthew was writing his gospel and John was writing his, he wrote nothing. He didn't preach famous sermons. There are no speeches of his that history has preserved. There are no crowds that remember having heard him in a square. While Peter preached at Pentecost and 3,000 people were converted in one day, he was there in silence. He performed no documented miracles. There are no blind he healed, no paralytics who walked through his intercession. And in all the Bible, he never uttered a single recorded word. And yet, Jesus chose him. Among thousands of people in Israel, he pointed to him. He called him by his name. He told him, "Come, follow me." And he left everything and went. That tells us something very important about how God chooses his servants. The name Bartholomew in Aramaic means son of Talmai. Many believe that Bartholomew and Nathanael are the same person. Philip finds Nathanael and tells him, "We have found the one Moses wrote about, Jesus of Nazareth." And Nathanael responds, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" He was an honest man, direct, no filters. Jesus didn't rebuke him. He didn't say, "Watch that skepticism, Nathanael." On the contrary, he praised him. "Behold, a true Israelite in whom there is no deceit." Jesus had just met him, and the first thing he said was beautiful. He didn't speak of his flaws. He spoke of his heart, a heart without deceit, an honest heart. Perhaps today you also have doubts, moments when you think, "Can anything good come out of my situation?" Jesus is not criticizing you for that. He is looking at your heart. Nathanael asked, "How do you know me?" And Jesus responded, "Before Philip called you, when you were under the fig tree, I saw you." At that moment, something changed. It wasn't a visible miracle. It was something much deeper, much more personal. Someone had seen him, really seen him, not the public version, the controlled version. He had seen the real Nathanael, the one who thought that moment was private. After that encounter, Bartholomew made a decision. He left everything and followed Jesus. His name appears in the lists. 3 years walking alongside Jesus, seeing miracles close up, listening to the deepest teachings the world has ever heard. 3 years sharing bread, crossing the Sea of Galilee, sleeping under the stars. And the Bible doesn't record a single word. Not because he wasn't there, but because not everyone who is part of something great needs to be the visible protagonist. In a world that values protagonism, Bartholomew teaches us that faithfulness doesn't need applause. Have you felt invisible in your faith? As if what you do doesn't matter because no one notices. Invisibility before the eyes of the world does not mean invisibility before the eyes of God. Every act is seen. Bartholomew took the gospel to places most apostles never set foot. He preached in India, Armenia, Arabia, and Ethiopia. Armenia is considered today one of the first nations to adopt Christianity. The invisible apostle helped change an entire nation. Bartholomew was captured in Armenia. His death was not easy. He was flayed alive and then crucified. It's a brutal image, but it demonstrates his unshakable conviction. Your faithfulness doesn't go unnoticed. That prayer you said this morning, that moment you chose not to respond with anger, God saw it, just like he saw Nathanael. He was under a fig tree, alone, in a completely ordinary moment, and Jesus saw him. If this story touched you, leave us a comment with the word faith and subscribe for more stories of the apostles.